pool is there.
Exactly right, and looking forward to this next pre-final. A lot of talent in that. We've got the names up on the screen as they roll out for their warm-up lap.
Yeah, it almost seemed to me that Matt had resigned himself to his fate here in this race, in this class, with Dan being so dominant. But, hey, Matt Kinsman is not a quitter. I talked to him last night. He came to the hotel, and we were sitting down with him and Hamish and Caleb Cross, and we were chatting. And Matt is going to work hard. He thinks it's vital that the Sodi name is still out there and can take this Manufacturers' Cup as well. And he'll battle for this championship on Dan. Whether he can get it, I don't know, but he won't give up. Exactly
right. And look, it's building them as well. You know, when you're competing against someone at such a high level, you're both going to build and you're both going to get faster by working together. So we can definitely see that with the Sodi IKS team.
They know that the 23 at Polishek's fast as well. He's had 2 third places in those heat races. You can't discount him, which is why I'm a little surprised at the moment that he's behind the number 9 of Jared Cleghorn. So somewhere there must have been an issue for the 23. Here we go. Pre-final Countdown Supermarket Senior 100cc Yamaha. Great start for Dan Kinsman. The 31, who took both heat races this morning, won a national title yesterday, wants to bag number 7. So too does Matt Kinsman, his brother in behind. Talking through the live stream, we said that Matt's not going to give up in the fight. Third place is the 9 at Cleghorn. Well, Polishek has gone back to 6th place. We had him down for 2 third places in the heat races. Now, somewhere he might have had a hearing and an issue and has gone back to 4th on the grid at the start and now found himself back in 6th place on the opening lap, fighting back through for 5th. Aaron Maher's behind him in the 10. Then it's the 5, Adam Geary. Matt Kinsman sticking with his brother. 16 laps. The Sevrite blasting panel and paint. 2017 Nationals here at Kartsport Southland and Invercargill. Absolutely beautiful sunshine. I don't know if the live stream cameras have caught the sky, but it is beautiful down here today. Winding their way through the infield to Macaulay Ford. Matt Kinsman's looking very fast here in this pre-final. Round through turn number 1. Third place, still the number 9 of Jared Cleghorn. Well, I can't believe we got finals coming up next. 5 more champions to be crowned. If you're not on the live stream yet, you certainly need to be, as we watch the battle of the Kinsmans. Polishek looking to line up George Keese down into 1. Makes the move up the inside, takes position away into the top 4 now. Keese can't respond. And in fact, Aaron Maher was having a big look as well, trying to find his way through. Matt Kinsman still sticking on the back. Pushing hard on Dan out in front. We know how strong Dan has been all day long. He's just going to be content to run those similar lines and make Matt work hard for it. Completion of another lap. Certainly getting hot here in Invercargill. I just had to strip layers off. As we look back to the race lead, it's getting so warm here. I just had to take some layers off. Just mentioned that on the live stream. It's getting very hot up here in the tower.
That's one place, Mike, that I'm glad we don't have cameras.
Yeah, so am I. You do not want to see that. Matt Kinsman now just dropping back a little bit. Kinsman has opened up maybe 5 kart lengths now on Matt. Still the 9 kart there in third. Polishek's in fourth. Cleghorn's having a good pre-final. Running there in that third place position. Polishek had to work hard. He dropped back to 6th. Came back through to 4th. I'm still not sure why he was sent back to grid 4 for the start of that pre-final. But this is what Dan Kinsman's been doing all morning long. Early stages, Matt shows that he's got a little bit of pace and can stay with him. And then Dan just slowly stretches away as we go half race distance. Aaron Marr looking still to line up George Keast from Southland. He just can't get by. A little bit of a processional pre-final. Hopefully saving the best till last. As Dan looks to stay on a perfect score. It looks to me like there's issues with the timing screen. I'm not sure if that's 6 laps to go or 8. I'm not 100% sure. I won't know probably until it switches over to the next lap. I find it hard to believe if we've done 12 laps. Polishek now moving up into the top 3 finally. Makes that move over Jared Cleghorn, the WKS kart store driver out of Canterbury. Across the stripe with 6 to go, I can guess, on that screen. And you can see how much now Dan Kinsman has moved away from Matt. Matt still might be just playing a bit of a confidence fake-out game, perhaps, just thinking that Dan has got the pace and just letting maybe Dan rest on his laurels. It's certainly a strategy that drivers quite often use. Let your opponent think that they're superior and don't need to work hard in the tent in between the pre-final and final. And then when they come back out, they find out that their opponents have upped their game and they did nothing. Polishek third. That kart really started coming on in the second half of this race. Cleghorn in 4th. Marr 5th. 7th Keast. 8th place is Geary. We've got 5 to go. The last of our pre-finals today, brought to you by Countdown Supermarkets, Senior 100cc Yamaha. $14 of these lucky drivers here this weekend will go in the draw to win themselves a set of tyres thanks to Brian at Lascon Motorsport. Look forward to giving those away tonight at the prize giving. 4 to go now for Dan Kinsman. Round through Southern Paints, then to MKS, the infield section, down to Macaulay Ford, where you can still see the trail of that gearbox fluid that came out of Matt Kinsman's kart earlier on. Three to go. Dan Kinsman almost the straight length lead over Matt in second place. We might have a chat with the 23 after this race. Talk with Aidan Polishek. Find out what he can bring to the table in the final. Two laps to go. Dan Kinsman, you can see how much that gap has grown. And Polishek's starting to reel in Matt Kinsman, but he will run out of laps. It'll still put him on the inside, though, on grid 3 for that final. George Keast now in a fight in the last couple of laps with the 9 of Jared Cleghorn. Cleghorn took a look back because they can see that Adam Geary has actually closed up on them as well. As the race leader winds his way off Macaulay Ford, looks around just so casually. Oh, I thought we lost one there for a second. Last lap board, 1 to go. Still Matt Kinsman in second. Polishek in third. Aaron Marr fourth. Well, we have lost one now. The 9 of Cleghorn, the man who had just made a couple of passes mid-race, will now come down the chute a little bit early. Round through the final couple of turns for Dan Kinsman. The dream of the double this weekend is still very much alive as he takes his third win in a pre-final here today. Matt Kinsman second, Polishek third. Aaron Marr is going to cross the stripe in fourth. Well, another dominating drive, Richard, for Dan Kinsman. He just showed, even when the pressure's on early, he just continually bumps out the fast laps and then just stretches away and just wears them down. And he's wearing down none other than a 6-time national champion and his own brother, Matt.
Yeah, it just shows his natural skill and ability. He looks so comfortable in the kart. And yeah, it's a pleasure to watch, actually, considering he's had the speed from, as he said, when he arrived. Took the kart out of the trailer and away they went. And it's always a nice feeling when you don't have to go chasing so much. The setup in the kart, and he'll be feeling pretty comfortable going into this final. Maybe too comfortable.
That's right. That's what I was saying with the 30 of Matt Kinsman. Is he just playing games? We don't know. We won't know until the final. But the last time the Kinsmans probably run the Yamaha was probably, I don't know, I can't remember, did they run at the North Islands? I can't remember, but